finished at Sunderland. Manchester United have done all they can. That Rooney goal was enough for the 3 points. Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero!
First of all, welcome to Manchester City. My name's Paul, I'm going to be your tour guide. Tour takes about an hour. Please feel free to take photographs wherever we go. In some of the areas, it might be better if we have a group photograph, because if everyone has individual photographs, you might spend an awful lot of time in there and miss out on some of the other areas. But I'll leave you to make your own decision on that. We've got quite a lot of work going on in the stadium, so I'm going to apologise now for the noise in some areas. I'll try and move us away from any areas if it's too noisy, but we are building a new stand at the south end of the stadium. There's also quite a lot of work going on inside as well. So, do we have any Manchester City fans with us? Oh, a little one then. Okay,
don't be shy, put your hands up.
So how many Middlesbrough fans do we have? Oh, you've got a fans. You're doing very, very well, I must add. Post-match press conferences. There is an exception to that, and that is on the Champions League games, because generally what happens on a Champions League night, so when Barcelona came here about 4 weeks ago, is they actually come the day before the game and the team want to train in the stadium. So they'll usually hold a press conference after training the day before a game.
Well, these will be played by mainly the academy teams. Some of them are playing matches, some of them are just training. One's a private training pitch for the first team, and this is a 3G indoor pitch, which is the same size as an international UEFA pitch, 105 by 68 metres. It's also high enough to hold an international indoor game in there as well. The main features are there's a 7,000 capacity mini stadium. That's the home ground now of our under-21s, under-18s and City women.
The away team actually come through this door because their coach actually drives into the stadium, because we've got a tunnel that goes all the way under the stadium and finishes in the northwest corner. So there's a big stadium tunnel and then there's a big turning circle. So their players just jump off the coach, walk along the corridor and come through here. Both teams go out to the dressing rooms, the away team to the right and the home team to the left, and we'll be going in the home dressing room shortly. About an hour before kick-off, the two captains come through that door with the team sheets for the day, because they present them to the referee. This is the referee and officials dressing room, and that's the process in the Premier League. They give the top sheet to the ref, it shows who's the first 11, who the substitutes are, and then they also give one to the opposition. So that's the first time anybody knows who's playing on the actual game, the day of the game, an hour before kick-off. Our TV company then take the team sheet into the tunnel area and they broadcast it.
Excellent, look at the it's fantastic. Kids are loving it, everyone wants to be Yana to it. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Okay, so have a quick photo with the tunnel first. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some crowd noise on, and then when I give you this signal, we'll go out to the side of the touchline. But under no circumstances must anybody go on a pitch. If you go on the pitch, then unfortunately the tour will finish. So please make sure your parents don't run on the pitch. manager sits in the first seat, Manuel Pellegrini. All our seats are bigger and more comfortable than theirs. All ours are heated, they're not. And our players have got a heated surface for their feet, so that grey steel surface is heated on a match day to keep the feet warm in the winter. So all these things make a difference. We've only lost 4 Premier League games in this stadium in the last 3 years. It's all down to the seats. Standard UEFA-sized pitch, it's 105 metres by 68 metres. These days, you must have a standard pitch if you can fit it in your ground. In the old days, when we played at our former ground, Main Road, we used to change the dimensions of the pitch depending on who we were playing. If we were playing a team that had good wingers, we used to narrow the pitch so they didn't have enough room to operate. Okay, so the stadium was originally built for the Commonwealth Games in 2002. At that point in time, it was very, very different than it is today. The main differences were that that end of the stadium was totally incomplete. There was just temporary seats there. Because after the games, the first thing they did was remove that temporary seating and they dug down 11 metres and removed 90,000 cubic metres of earth to create the bottom tier of seats. Because ground level was about a metre below where I'm stood.
The pitch itself is 97% grass, 3% artificial fibres. The artificial fibres, the grass roots grow around the artificial fibres and it strengthens it. Now most teams have now got the system, it's called the Deso system. It came from Belgium and it's now going around all teams. If you look it up, I'm not sure if Middlesbrough have it or not, but I know City have it, Arsenal have it, Wembley has it.
St George's Park has it.
St George's Park has it. You might have noticed in the East Stand there's now a Nike tick there. Does anyone know what that's going to change to next year?
Adidas.
Adidas, that's right. 10 year, and Manchester United are going to get 750 million for that over 10 years. Ollie Mers has got a box here now, so all these guys sat in there for Tom Cruise, you know Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible and whatnot.
He was sat in City as well, apparently.
Yeah, but he don't support anyone, did he? Just come for the show. He's mates with David Beckham, and he came with the Beckhams once when Beckham played Fair League Galaxy. So in here they'll come a few hours before the match and they'll have a meal. The players actually used to use these facilities for a meal as well, and they used to come 3 or 4 hours before the match. Now the biggest stand, I'm sure you can all guess, is that one. It's 3 tiers back, 47 metres off the ground for a stadium inside it, just outside of the ground. Now when you're seeing TV cameras, you always see it from this side. All the TV cameras are in the East Stand, West Stand, and the South Stand, which is you're in now. The South Stand is the one with the director's seats in, just behind you can see them. That's where all the important people sit, and the money men and the owners, etc. And just behind Del is where the away team directors sit. So if they played City on Sunday, away directors will be there. If they played Borough, that's where they'll be.
So Owen is now Louis Van Gaal, sat there. What's your name next to Owen? Yeah? Liam is now Ryan Giggs. Because Ryan Giggs sits second one in and a manager sits just next to him. Now there was a famous time, don't know if any of you lads remember it, when Arsene Wenger, he had to leave. Now that tunnel, the old tunnel, which we don't use anymore. As Cameron said, our new one's been used since 1993, but the players used to come out of here, but it's actually locked now. We only have it open for the lucky ones like you on tours. We can go up and have a look. But Arsene Wenger, he tried to get there, he had to walk across, he didn't know where to go. We thought it was quite funny, didn't we? He didn't know where to go.
It was a great experience. I think you're taking kids down and showing them the best facilities going, the big clubs walking around the stadium. You know, it gives you goosebumps. You know, give goosebumps in it. And I think the kids walking down the tunnel at Man United into that big stadium, Old Trafford. I'm lucky enough to walk out there and play a few games. I've played there about 10 times. So, I was telling the kids what it's like, and just to walk down there with an empty stadium and see the stadium. Absolutely unbelievable for the kids. So they get an insight of it and what it's like. And we went down there, and Arsenal and Liverpool were playing under 14s. There was a big night tournament there, and it was great for the kids. We stayed and watched the game a little bit, and it was, that's where you've got to get to a 14-year-old. That's the type of, the speed the game's played at now. So it was great for the kids, and a fantastic opportunity to go to 2 stadiums, and also our home of the England set-up, St George's Park.